Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
What up, big dog?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
What up, Uncle Elroy?
Fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Escaping the pressure right.
I know damn well you didn't throw.
He'll get 5 out.
That shit was dumb as hell, and I had a dude going out on the out route wide open.
They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
You playing just like Carolina.
Jones now on 3rd and 2.
That's too strong. They get there and take him down. I ain't that sorry, I hope. But the Panthers do suck.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line.
I made this new playbook, and I'm just trying to figure that shit out. This is my first time using it. I just made it last night, so I'm struggling.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Like, I got some go-to plays in here, but they're not set. I don't know where they are. But no excuses. I just got to search them and find them.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain.
And he locking McCaffrey down, so that don't help. That's like all my fucking offense.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. And Newton's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Yo, he all in there. What the fuck? That wasn't a touchdown.
For a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Ingram. And he'll take this into the end zone.
Damn, they owe me that one. Cam fell all in the end zone.
As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here.
I can't kick for shit.
Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Let's face it.
Don't be judging me. I told you I can't kick. I'm sorry as hell at kicking. Well, I can kick field goals. I just be missing the extra points, which made no fucking sense.
What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I don't know how the hell he called that. That should have been a pick-six.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Giants.
Damn, I missed another pick.
Get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's
Guess that ain't no fumble.
Sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
You might.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones.
How he not fumble?
I'm looking at this one.
That's what I'm saying. How did he fumble? Kill that joker.
A mismatch, but the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They downfield, that one incomplete.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
Jackson got too much speed.
Break goes right side. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-six.
That was a good pass, though. Just dude was there to play D. Had him drop back in that zone.
Now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season,
I'm sorry as hell.
play cards. This guy in the locker room.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He sets to fire deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
At least you're...
Will be out of bounds Jones' time has run out on this first
down. So we come out halftime.
That was a good pick.
The visiting Panthers
taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll
get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coach.
I should have just tried to get in field goal range and take the points.
Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were?
We locking CMC up.
All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he whips that one.
Got that joker wide open. Who the hell he throwing to?
You get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half. And that's
Fire the coach.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them.
He ran that little motherfucker over, didn't he?
Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point try good by Gano. And this is back to a final game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
You might.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They're running. Ingram. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 4th down conversions this drive now 3 for 3.
I'd love to get a look at his play chart right now because he obviously has confidence in everything he has written down in terms of short yardage and going for it on 4th down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation. But instead, they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Newton takes it himself. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 40-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
2nd down and goal. Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Waddle. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff to Barkley. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Jeremy Chin, the Panthers' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to...
Well, I can say you play Madden better.
Points. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds.
Fouls right there.
Should have been like 2 picks in this drive, but I guess it is what it is.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo.
He's down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Jones. And incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Who you got in this?
Man, I don't care. I just want to see a good game, to be honest with you. But I wouldn't mind seeing Burrow win one. I'm an underdog, dude.
This is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. I mean, they had to slog their way downfield. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning weight.